G'day sports fans, it's Phantom100 here, welcome back to Destiny 2. Hope you guys are doing well and your week has been pretty cruisy so far. Wednesday night when this video comes out, so if you watch it when it goes live then welcome and thanks for clicking and all that sort of awesome stuff. The Titan and I today, we're using an energy weapon I haven't touched in a long time. It had a point where it wasn't really strong and it was buffed and it was made really good again, but it was suffering for a long time of being underused because it had a really cool concept. And it was just kind of weak, honestly. It was really bad to start with. But today, we are going to be using a pulse rifle, one of my favorite archetypes of weapons, the Graviton Lance. Graviton Lance is a really fun pulse rifle that is a void damage exotic weapon and has its own little unique thing involving holes, space and time, and explosions. And if you know me, I love my explosions. So, its intrinsic trait is known as the black hole. Second shot of a burst rips a hole through space-time, doing high damage and recoil with no fall-off. No fall-off is the key word here. So that second shot... Now, okay, so normally pulse rifles have 3 bursts. 3 shot, like a drrr, like that. Graviton Lance is a 2-burst weapon. The second shot has no damage fall-off, so you don't lose damage as you go for range. Second shot, no damage fall-off. It has high damage. It says high damage and high recoil. This thing is like a laser beam. There's like next to no recoil. It is actually insane. So you might think, gee, only 2 bursts? Even if the second burst does high damage, that sounds kind of weak compared to the pulse rifles. Normally, you would think so. But then you look at this. Cosmology Kills this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track targets. Now you combine together the fire rate of this thing, the damage of the second burst, the no damage fall off, and the basically no recoil that I've noticed on PC or console. It does a lot of damage, and you're getting basically a better version of Dragonfly or Firefly without the need for precision kills. You just need kills. Anything that dies to this thing explodes, and then it's like, there's a void grenade that the Warlock has. It's the cluster grenade, one of those. The scatter grenade, something like that. It's kind of similar to that. It creates like these 1 or 2 big projectiles that jump around. They don't track super far, but like a decent enough distance, like medium, small range. And the explosion radius is pretty big, and you can start a bit of a chain reaction with it. So it's really great for PvE and killing mobs. It's great for PvE. This is one of the most powerful PvE pulse rifles in the game, in my personal opinion, because of those explosions. Because, like I said, they're very high damage. Like, if you shoot a trash mob enemy and it's standing next to a boss or a major, those explosions will do a lot of damage to it. It's really good. So, immediately, I'm going to tell you right now, before we even get further into this video, if you have this weapon, you haven't tried it yet, and you're mainly a PvE player, do it now. Like, stop watching this video and go and do it now. I mean, I'd love it if you stayed and watched the rest of the video, but I implore you to try this gun out because it is so fun. And it has some really cool ornaments too. I don't have any of the ornaments for it, unfortunately, but it has some nice ones. And it's just a great pulse rifle. If you're looking for a exotic kinetic, if you're looking for an exotic primary weapon, this is the way to go. I also have the catalyst for it. I don't remember exactly what you have to do to get it, but you can see all of the catalysts where you can get them all in your triumph section. But this one gives it better target acquisition. Basically, it gives it Hidden Hand, the perk. Now, I don't know if you Destiny 1 guys remember, Hidden Hand was a really strong perk that basically gave you ridiculously strong aim assist in Destiny 1. It was a perk that majority of weapons could get, mainly hand cannons and snipers and scouts, but I think others like auto rifles now could get it too. But it gave you ridiculous aim assist. So I don't know exactly how much into play that would come into on PC, probably not much at all, even on controller on PC, but I haven't unlocked it yet, because you need to get enemies defeated and Cosmology Kills, so you need to get kills by the explosions as well. So, just go into PvE and farm it. Now, as for using this in PvP, I don't know how viable it is, because I don't know how much damage the explosions do to Guardians, and they've got to be clustered up for it to work, so that's why it might be useful in control, but I don't know how much of it we're going to see. I don't know if it's a guaranteed proc or what on people. And it's also got hammer-forged rifling and accurized rounds and fitted stock, so its stats are pretty meaty, its stability is all the way up, hence the crazy recoil, not existing, and its range is also really strong. It is a really well-rounded weapon, gotta be honest. So yeah, we're going to take it as a Crucible. I have no idea how much we're going to see the explosion effects, but that's why we're testing it today. But yeah, as I said, 100% recommended for PvE, not even a question. at all. So let's see if we can slay some fools with this really, really neat pulse rifle. It's got to be one of my favorites in this entire game. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So for this test, we're going to be playing on the Rusted Lands first, which is one of the first PvP maps I ever played on Destiny 1, actually. When I first started trying Crucible in Destiny 1, which was a little while into its release before I was game enough to do it. This was I think this was the first map I ever actually got. I remember using the last word on this map, and it was absolute insanity. And yeah, I would definitely like to use the last word more often. Anyway, this is the Graviton. Sights really cool on it. So see, it's just 2 shots. It's always been 2 shots. And I love how the recoil is almost non-existent, right? Like, there's hardly any recoil. Also, you'll notice the reticule turns red when you start to get low on ammo, ready? Which I really like. See? Turns red. It literally is telling you that the ammo is getting low and you should reload. I love that touch. Hardly any weapons do it, and I love seeing it. It's so darn cool. Cannot complain about having a little feature like that, so that way you can focus on what you're doing. Oh my god, I can't aim. That is a Vex Mytha class, and I'm going to die to that a lot because it is such a strong weapon. It's basically an auto rifle that could turn into a linear fusion rifle. It does the damage of a linear fusion rifle, and it uses primary ammo, which is, infinite. It's kind of nutty, and see, that's the linear shot. See, he one-shot me with it. It's kind of nutty for a primary weapon. Primary solar weapon. But, yeah, that's what the Vex is. Some people have gotten it right away on raids. Some people have done lots of raid clears, like 50 raid clears and not got it. So the RNG is really tough on that one. I would love to have a shot at getting it. But, again, that would require me to raid. You see those little explosions? You just heard it. Doesn't look very big, but it does a heck of a ton of damage. So as to if we can affect another Guardian with that, I'm fairly doubtful. Also, just want to note, along with the stability, the reload speed, like, this gun has everything going for it. It has some of the best base stats. Well, okay, I'm not going to say it's got the best base stats in the game for pulse rifles, but, like, considering that exotics are mainly good for their abilities, and they don't necessarily have to have all well-rounded stats, because otherwise they're OP, I feel like this gun is almost too good in terms of stats, Like, it's good. It feels good. It's not going to win against an SMG at close range, but, that's the burden of the pulse rifle. But it's cool, and I love the aesthetic of it. Like, this has got to be one of my favorite pulse rifles and probably exotics in the entire game. And I know I've said that about a lot of weapons being my favorite, but, like, this thing is up there, man. It's just fun to use. And in PvE, getting those explosion kills off, it's so fun. It's so fun. It's so satisfying. Because you're not working as hard for them like you are with a, Firefly or Dragonfly. You're just shooting. You're just killing stuff and they're exploding and that's it. That's all you need to do. Ow. I was hoping the Axion Bolt might not kill me. I was hoping that maybe it would just weaken me. But no, that Axion Bolt apparently one-shot, so next time you see that, you run away. I think you can shoot Axion Bolts. Don't quote me on that. I wouldn't know. I haven't attempted that in a long time. So I do not know if you can actually shoot them or not, considering they're, just a grenade. But if we get a chance, we will try it. If we see that dude again, and he oh my god, the Vex. This whatever guy and his Vex, I swear to god. I'm trying to get kills here with this gun to show off how awesome it is, and all of my engagements so far have not been very favourable. It's been an SMG, it's been the Vex. It's not been... Oh, the Lorenz driver is out in force as well. Let's see if we can get meaty damage off, man. Fudge! Another Lorenz driver! God damn it! There's at least 2 of them on the enemy team. That's also really strong. I've done a video on that already, so if you are interested in the Lorenz driver, I have talked about it. It is a special ammo linear fusion rifle, which is absolutely nuts. I do not know that weapon. Is that a stasis fusion rifle? I actually don't know that one. Oh my god. I literally get one shot by the Vex as I land on top of this water tower. I was landing on the water tower, and this dude's like, yo, watch me just end this dude's career and just one-shot him with it. That's absolutely insane. That's insane. Man, we got destroyed. We got mercied and everything. I didn't even get to show off this weapon at all. Fudge! I wanted to get more kills and more explosions. Bollocks. every single thing I came across was just better. And mainly when it comes to, like, you know, the Lorenz driver and the Vex, it's just, well, I go to get into a gunfight and they one-shot me. Absolutely nutty. We literally got one defeat out of that. I'm so disappointed. But we still have another game. Hopefully the next game goes for a bit longer, there's less sweaty weapons, and we can have a bit more fun. That is the intention. The game ended so badly, it didn't even re-put us into matchmaking. What is this? This has been happening to me a lot, actually, where it doesn't put me back into matchmaking. It literally just puts me in orbit, and I've got to cold turkey it from here. I don't know why it does that. It's been doing it a bit lately. Let me know in the comments if that's happened to you guys, where a Crucible match has ended, and you had to re-queue it like this, because normally it's auto, and that's weird. But anyway, that's enough of me complaining. On to the next. Okay, guys, so we've appeared on this map. I can't remember what it's called, because we didn't get a chance to see it, because we joined the game in progress. So that's kind of awkward. 83 to 71. Game is almost over, too. This is going to kind of suck. We're definitely going to play 3 Crucible games today, then. So the video will either be average length, shorter than normal, longer than normal. I don't know yet. There's the explosions. We've got a kill already. And you see then the rest of them, like, sort of go ahead and bounce in front of you. It's really cool. So they bounce. They're like a bouncy grenade if it also had a bit of tracking on it. It's kind of interesting. It's very unique. There's nothing else that behaves like it in the game. There's stuff that bounces, there's stuff that tracks, but there's nothing that does what those explosions do. It's very unique. And I guess that's another reason even more to like this weapon, because of the fact that it's so unique. And fun to use. It's explosions. What more could you want if you're looking for a strong void weapon to take on a high level content? I was like, it was kind of a mix between a hiccup and a burp, and I have no idea what was going on. Oh dear Lord, it's a grenade! No, fudge! My feelings have been hurt. I feel attacked. I feel personally attacked. I also feel personally attacked. That guy just completely ignored me. Okay. I can live with it. But can he, though? Oh, wait. Oh, no. I've been noticed. He's getting in my face. He has a shotgun for sure. Yeah, he did. He had a found verdict. I knew it. As soon as he was W-keying into my face, I'm like, you're using a shotgun, aren't you? You're running up to me because you have a shotgun. You dare approach me, the Dio Titan. I make that reference funny because I've actually started watching JoJo, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a really interesting anime. It's funny, it's weird, it's so over-exaggerated. The characters are ridiculously over-exaggerated, it's funny as hell. And I don't mean in appearance, I mean in personality. The personality of these characters is over-exaggerated, not their appearance like in a lot of anime. It's kind of weird. Not in a bad way, it's fun. It's fun because of it. Wait, what? Of course you're around the corner. Seems like the Crucible is sweaty as always, which makes it really hard when I'm trying to do a weapon review discussion and everybody is getting in the way. Why don't they instead go, oh, we've got to respect him, okay? He's the weapon reviewer. Why don't we respect him and all just line up, let him kill us, and show off how the weapon behaves, how it works, time to kill, all that stuff. Why don't they just let me showcase this instead of shooting me and trying to play the objective? It's deplorable, it's unforgivable, and I had that kill stolen from me, so my teammates are just as triggering as my enemy team. God fudge! I mean, it's a Fatebringer, I can't be mad about losing to it. Like, you've got to grind to earn a Fatebringer, because again, like the Vex, you got to get it for a raid, and you got a chance of getting it. And then you've even got a better chance, you've even got a smaller chance of getting the time lost version. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know exactly what the difference is, what the time loss version does. Maybe it has a different set of perks available to it. Maybe it has better high stat rolls. I don't know. All I know is it's obviously better in some way, and therefore harder to get to drop. If I could just kill a man. Can I just kill a man? Seriously. I need to kill one. Alright, well, considering that one was short and this one was in progress, we'll go for one more Crucible match. We'll go for Crucible match number 3, because we only got 4 defeats, which is not what I thought happened. Yeah, we'll go for a third one. We're trying to show off this weapon. But I promise, guys, the third Crucible match will be better. It'll be a full game, won't be as sweaty, it'll be great. You watch. Okay, right. Twilight Gap, another Destiny 1 map, of course. But it's a game from the start. It's what we wanted. Hopefully we don't see too much sweaty stuff. Let's see, on our side, we see a water cliff and a shap. Okay, that's fine on our side. Okay, so not seeing Lorenz drivers or Vexes doesn't mean it's not on the enemy side. I'm just saying that it's better looking just from what is on this side. So, yep, we're going to go here. We're going to pop a barrier just in case it is required. And away we go. Let's do this. Actually, ow, oh god, on stasis and burning at the same time. Why? Shadow Dive. I hate you. I hate Shadow Dive. Shadow Dive can eat my shorts. Funny thing too, actually, while we do this, I'm reminded that I've been recently looking at some of my older videos, like just for like kind of nostalgia / cringe out of curiosity. So I was like, let's go and look at what some of my older Destiny content looks like, right? So, yeah, I've been watching some of my first Destiny 2 videos, like the early PC days. Like, I watched the Destiny 2 video, the first one I did, where I was like, oh, Curse of Osiris first expansion comes out in like a couple of weeks. Hopefully Bungie fixes lots of stuff, and hopefully the campaign's good and nice and long. I'm really hopeful about it. And I watched that, and I was like, oh man, that hurts. I was so hopeful about it, and Curse of Osiris was actually kind of really bad. So that was funny watching that. Fudge! And, what else will I say? And then, like, I watched some of my old Destiny 1 videos from back in the day. Like, yeah, wow, it's funny hearing how different my microphone was, how I sounded really monotone. Actually, with the Destiny 1 videos, like, if you go and look at those, I sound like I'm tired. I sound like I'm tired and bored all at the same time. Tired, bored, and depressed. And I'm pretty sure at that point, that early stage, I wasn't feeling all of those things. But those videos sound like I was, like, cursed and depressed and suffering and bored and everything. When I'm pretty sure I was actually pretty excited to start recording those. So I have no idea why I was giving that tone. It's funny, and why I never realized that to begin with. Dead Man's Tale, it's going to be a hard thing to fight, so go forgive me on that one, guys. Go forgive me. But yeah, watching some of my old videos was an interesting bit of perspective. As we approach the 300 subscribers mark, I thought I'd look at some of the stuff that I was doing at the very beginning, when I was just not taking this as seriously and just kind of messing around. And yeah, it's kind of funny how I feel like I progressed as a person, as a gamer, as a communicator. Gotten better and worse at different aspects. This is what the Shadow Dive needs to be. Okay, so I was talking to some guys that I LFG'd on Discord the other day, and they helped me get the Dead Man's Tale Catalyst. And we were talking about different stuff, and we got to the topic of Shadow Dive Hunter. And one of them had a really good idea, right? So Bungie has been adjusting Shadow Dive, trying to nerf it, trying to make it not toxic, because it one-shots you, like you just saw happen. And even after they nerfed it, it still one-shots you. And for some reason, Bungie is struggling to fix it and balance it, right? This guy I was talking to, absolute genius. He figured it out immediately. He solved Bungie's problem. You know what he said? He said, just take the Shadow Dive, right, and tie it to the Hunter's dodge, right? So when you do Shadow Dive, it consumes your dodge charge, right? So make it so it can still one-shot and stuff, okay, right? It makes it the most powerful class ability in the game, okay? So it's still kind of busted, but then they can't spam it and one-shot everybody. Instead, it consumes their dodge, so they can't use their dodge for other things, like the dodge for reload, or explosion, or dodge for healing themselves, so they're using the Wormhusk Crown exotic, that kind of thing, right? And I said, there's probably people that would disagree with that idea. Of course, everyone has opinions and thoughts on the game, and blah, 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 blah. I'm not a developer, I don't have that intelligence or insight. That is a Silence and Squall, and we love encountering that. But I do feel like he was on something. I do feel like that would actually be pretty good. I think that if the Shadow Dive was tied to Hunter Dodge, that would balance it, because then they can't use it all the time, and it means if they whiff it, they can't do it again for a while, you know what I mean? Like, the only way they get the most out of that was if they then focused their build completely on mobility, and like, pretty much nobody does that. Because mobility is tied to the Hunter Dodge cooldown, obviously. God damn it, it's Hammer Assault. But that's, yeah, I agree with them on that sentiment. I think that would be really good. I know this is supposed to be a Graviton Lance review and not a Shadow Dive review, but I just wanted to mention that. And I want to know in the comments, particular. Your thoughts on that, if you think that would help the issue. If you're one of those people that agrees there even is an issue, because there are also people that don't think that, yada 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 yada. I don't want to get into it's a whole thing. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts. Yeah. But, on the topic of this gun, it feels great to use. The handling's great. ADS speed's pretty good. Non-existent recoil is something that you can't not love it. I'm just having trouble loving the people in this lobby. So if you would mind dying, please. You guys probably didn't think I was going to hit him. And to be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to hit him either. So it wasn't just you. Oh, look at that. We've got like an entire 2 kills with that super. What a successful super this was. What a successful super. Best smash I've ever had. Oh, I see you. You're on the other side of the wall, though. That's annoying. Oh, no, he has friends! I know I can win in a 1v1 with this pulse rifle. If you put me in a 1v1, most of the time I can win, but as soon as someone else rolls around the corner, that's just GG, man. I cannot English. I can't put out enough damage to successfully 1v2. Like I'm about to do now. Was that a... Okay, it wasn't a shadow dive because there's no hunter there, but that glacier grenade still one-shot me. How many grenades in this game one-shot? I can tell you how many. Probably less than 3. And it just happens to be one of them. And if it doesn't one-shot, you got freeze you. Oh my god, we've got a power play? What is the friendly team doing? Are they all being trashed like me? I thought I was the only trash person in this game. Just got a... Dear Lord. Shotgunned. Team shot from a distance and shotgun. These guys are all working together way too well. Okay, can you confirm it's not a full clan or anything like that? I wanted to get more explosion kills, you know? Then I got sniped at the very end. Fudge. I wanted to show off this weapon better. I apologize for the gameplay and these sweaty Crucible games today. It's kind of depressed me just a little bit. I really wanted to show off this weapon a lot better. But you guys got to see like how it sounds, how it handles, it's time to kill. You did get to see that. And you did get to see some of the explosion effects. This is not as much as I wanted to showcase. But, again, like I said, if you're more of a if you're a PvP player, this gun's still really well balanced. It feels great. All those stats make it a perfectly viable primary weapon in Crucible. But if you're a PvE player, it's even more suited to because of the explosions, so it's really great for ad clear. I don't know. I mean, actually, at the moment, you could use it in high-level content because one of the seasonal mods is for, I'm not looking in the right place. Wayfinder's Compass. Yeah, Pulse Rifle Unstoppable. So right now, while the season's going, you could use Unstoppable in this. So it's viable. It's a Pulse Rifle. So then you have Unstoppable rounds on it, and then when you kill the big champion after stopping it, he's going to explode and kill all his friends. So... even more reason to make this thing viable because it's part of the current champion weapon meta. So, 100% recommend using the Graviton Lance just because it's fun and it looks cool. And what more could you want in a weapon than to look cool, have good stats, and have abilities that aren't super niche and don't require a lot of work to activate. Now, the Hidden Hand perk, really strong. I don't know how much of an impact it would have on PC users. Let me know in the comments if you've gotten this and finished it, and if you notice a difference playing on controller or mouse or whatever. I would definitely love to hear about that stuff too. But I love this weapon, and I highly recommend you get it. And thanks you guys so much for watching and subscribing and stuff. Like this whole time I'm making these videos, I didn't think I'd get this far. We are about 10 away from 300 as of recording this video. Super excited. And yeah, there's going to be a giveaway when we reach that. So there's the $100 Steam gift card, and there's 2 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So that's pretty exciting. A whole slew of games right at your fingertips. Those are both things worth winning because one's basically a free game and one's a bunch of free games. So I hope you guys subscribe and hang around and stuff. And I'm still planning how exactly I'm going to handle entries for that. But we'll be organising that really soon. And then there'll be more giveaways in the future too. Probably when I get to 600. If we ever get to 1k, there'll be one. I want to keep doing giveaways and stuff to give back to you guys. Because without you guys, people like me are nobody. So I appreciate you a lot, and I hope you enjoyed. And remember in the comments as well, suggest any weapons you want me to do a review or video on, and if I have the weapon, then I will do so, or I'll work towards making it happen. I want to be able to bring you guys what you want to see. So until the next time, guys, dodge that game over screen. I am Phantom 100, and I'm signing out for now.